A narrator slash wolf. Kristen dancing like a Charlie Brown character.
Just so brilliant.
Happy Monday night, y'all.
Happy Monday.
Welcome to the PGE. Mike, I forgot what volume it is, or I would say the volume right now.
134.
Hey everybody, welcome to virtual volume 134.
134.
Here we are in our virtual home. Give it up for all of our brilliant artists here. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mike Lesser, and I am the artistic director of the Playground Experiment, and you are at our virtual volumes, which is our flagship program, where writers are going to bring in 15 minutes of work in process, not their perfect stuff, their messy stuff, their stuff that needs to be heard, and it will be read by brilliant PGE artists. Woohoo! Before we start our evening, as we always start all of our events with a land acknowledgement. So we would like to acknowledge that we are on the lands of Indigenous people, and we would like to give honor to all of their past and present ancestors. We here in New York are in the Lenape lands. If we have people from all around the country in our video room here tonight, and they are holding up where they are in. Denise, you're a little, there we go. You're blocking your, like she's not there. It's like a green screen. And we would like to acknowledge them and thank them for acknowledging their time and their ancestry. That being said, thank you all for being here at our virtual volume 134, where we will be presenting awesome stuff tonight. We are really excited to be here on this wonderful January 25th. Tonight we have the awesome David Davila as our host for the evening, who will be bringing in and out our wonderful artists. That being said, I'm going to ask our actors to do their first acting direction and wave at the audience and disappear.
Okay.
To leave us with just our brilliant writers.
Hey writers, how are you? Awesome.
Thanks. To you, David. It's all you.
Of course, because I'm so cool that you have to. Hi, everyone. I am David Davila. Right below, right here, you will see is not my name, but the Venmo of the PGE. It's a nonprofit organization. So please feel free to give tax-free donations, so that we can continue doing awesome programming and giving awesome grants to awesome artists. It is volume 134 of our volumes, and give these playwrights, these beautiful playwrights you see before you, a round of applause just for being here, just for doing the damn work. Pardon my French, but these these folks stared at that blank page and said, I can fill that with words, and they did. So give yourselves a little round of applause. We are going to see dirty work tonight, not dirty in that way, but some kind of not perfect first draft. Okay, don't get excited, Justin, don't get excited. All right, so we got a long night ahead, so we got to really get a roll on it. We got to get a move on it. And first up, we actually have Mr. Justin Lopez. Justin. So the other writers, you can go ahead and take 5. Go ahead and get you a grilled cheese sandwich from the snack bar. Y'all, normally we are at Think Coffee. It's been a year almost that we haven't been at Think Coffee, but I'm still dreaming of that grilled cheese sandwich with pesto. I bought pesto to make myself a grilled cheese sandwich with pesto. That is what I had for dinner, in your honor. Justin, tell us quickly about your play and introduce these actors for us, and then take it away. I'm so excited to hear this and what you're coming up with.
Awesome. Well, I would love to have my actors come on. This play is about connection, and specifically the type of connection that I've been missing in the pandemic is connection with people that you're just meeting. And so I wanted to write a short play based on that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll have the actors introduce themselves.
Okay, you guys take it away. See you soon.
Hey, I'm Emma. I'm playing Jace.
Hey, I'm Taylor. I'm playing Luke.
I'm Gabby. I'm doing stage directions, and I'm gonna go bye-bye now. In Between by Justin P. Lopez. A double room in a boarding school with 2 twin beds. Luke, 14, enters totally freaked out. He doesn't notice Jace, 15, sitting on one of the beds.
Stupid, stupid, stupid. How could I? Ugh, all of them freaking watching and everything. I'm so stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Ah!
Hey, it's okay.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm
Have you been here this whole time?
I'm sorry. Hello, I'm Jace. Okay, so calm down. What's your
What, Jace? Jace! Sorry, I'm sorry. I just what? Wait, I've seen you out on the quad. What are you doing here?
yeah, I'm your new roomie.
You're my new roommate.
Yep.
You're okay. Whoa.
I'm sorry.
No, it's just sorry. I'm Luke. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I haven't seen you around here much. You new?
No, I don't know. I guess you're the first person they put me with since I got here.
What do you like? Smell or something?
What? No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't
I'm not freaking out.
Okay.
Okay, why did they put you in my room?
It's whatever. It was time for a change.
What was wrong with where you were before?
Nothing. Just when you've been here as long as I have, just chill out first. Then you can ask these types of questions.
Okay, sorry. I was just trying to make some conversation. So,
Luke, why were you hitting yourself earlier?
why what? No, I don't know what you're talking
Calling
about.
yourself stupid?
No, I wasn't.
Wanna talk about it or something?
No, talk about me?
Want? You're like the first person I've gotten to talk to in a while.
I don't know. Can we talk about something else? This just feels weird.
This whole place is kind of weird, and we've got all the time in the world. So why are you stupid?
I'm not stupid.
You were calling yourself.
I know I was calling myself. I'm not stupid. I just do some stupid stuff and it's whatever.
Okay. So what did you do that was stupid?
It's. I don't know.
You can tell me.
No, it's. No, I literally can't.
Why not?
I don't even know you.
So just pretend I'm one of your friends. Come on. Tell me.
What? No.
Tell me, tell me, tell me.
Oh my God. I'm not going to tell you the stupid stuff I do when I don't even know you. And I don't have any friends, so that's really not a good comparison. And you should just shut up.
Sorry. Hey, I tried out for my high school's varsity basketball team as a freshman. So, yeah, stupid.
What are you, some John?
Everyone in my family was an athlete, is an athlete, I should say. So I gave it a shot. I tried out, mostly to prove my family that I could, but I was way too young and too short.
Why are you telling me
But
that?
I got up that morning, made sure to fuel up as much as I could. See, I knew that was something athletes did, right? Anyway, I scarfed down like half a dozen eggs, raw.
What? That's disgusting. Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why do they have to be raw?
I mean, just listen. So I fueled up and kept eating lots of protein throughout the day, snack bars, some almonds, just whatever I could eat, to make sure I had enough energy. And I made it to tryouts, and I was so nervous. My stomach was literally all in knots.
God.
And the first thing they had us do was suicides, where you sprint back and forth from the line to line for like ever.
God, no. I know where this is going. Do not
Bar.
tell. No!
Everywhere. Yeah.
No!
All over the entire court. It all happened so fast. And the worst part was Nate Benaldi was running right next to me, and he slipped and fell. And his whole body brushed itself into all that puke.
Oh my God.
And I was mortified. I wanted to just disappear under the bleachers forever, but I made it through, I mean, I didn't make it on the team, of course not, but I made it through that day. I guess what I'm saying is stupid things happen. They used to happen to me all the time, but it's okay. It'll be okay.
Thanks for saying that.
I didn't mean to make you cry.
I wasn't crying.
It's okay if you were.
I wasn't.
I just
I don't know why. I just get so mad after every little mistake.
So did you make a mistake? Is that why you're stupid?
Come on. Ugh.
I told you my embarrassing mistake. Tell me yours. I've got all day.
Okay, fine. Just don't look at me while I tell it. It's just before I came here, I didn't really talk to anyone at school. I don't know. But there was this one person. And I guess they were the one person who was actually nice to me. And I guess I kind of liked them. Him. Kind of a lot.
Boom chicka bow wow.
Shut up. Oh my God.
Sorry, no, it's okay. Keep going, please.
Well, the thing is, people didn't like Vinny. They always talked about how girly he was or whatever. And I knew I wasn't supposed to like him. And so I just go out of my way to be kind of mean to him, like over the top mean. But the day before I came here, I was seriously really nice to him and told him to meet me at my locker after school. I mean, I didn't think I'd be leaving or anything, but I just had this weird feeling like I needed to see him, you know? Like I wanted to see his smile. I don't know, it's stupid.
It's not stupid.
Well, he met me there with a smile on his face that was like a giant. But then Mac Russo and TJ Hammond were there, and I didn't want them to think I was like Vinny. So I pushed him into the lockers and I punched his face in.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I told you, stupid, stupid, stupid.
No, I mean, well, yeah, your mistake was terrible, but that doesn't mean you're terrible. It happens. I don't know. I'm sure that was hard for him.
Yeah. Ugh. And that was the last time I'll probably see him because I got sent here.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. Just all I've been able to think about.
So how did you get sent here?
I don't know. Really, I have no idea. I think my mom thinks this will help me deal with my issues. She's like sick. Like real sick and everything. Like the dying kind of sick. And she worries about me all the time. And everything I do seems to make her more stressed out, which makes her more sick. But it's like she forgets that I worry about her too, you know? Like I just feel all anxious all the time. Like I always need to be watching out for her. Like 100% of the time, which of course I can't do because I'm a kid, you know? But if anything happened to her, where would that leave me? So I just try to be like good, I guess.
What about your dad?
I haven't met him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, enough of my stupidness. Why don't you tell me about your dad? You guys get along?
Yeah. No. I don't know.
You don't know if you get along with your dad?
Hey, listen. Why don't we head to the quad?
Oh, come on. Tell me about your dad.
We could get some sun and
Hey, now who's the one keeping secrets?
not a secret.
Come on, Barfy.
Barfy, that's really bad.
Tell me.
After you call me Barfy, no way.
I'm just saying, you already told me your super weird, gross barf story. Answer the question.
Uh,
I honestly want to know more about you.
you want to know about me?
Yeah. You're actually super cool.
you're pretty cool too. So, okay, fine. Yeah, my dad. We used to do everything together. Every day he'd pick me up from school and ask me what I learned. Like, he didn't do very well in school, so he didn't know some of the stuff I'd tell him, but he'd still ask me to go over it with him, like a review or a test or something. And he'd also try and like keep track of all the things I liked. I don't know, like favorite color,
Mine's red orange.
blue, actually Admiral Blue, and like favorite music,
Mom's R&B playlists.
cool, and like favorite food or something. I don't know.
Toast.
Toast? What do you mean toast?
My favorite food.
What? Your favorite food is toast? That's so weird.
You're so weird. Toast is awesome.
Anyway, after a while, he started getting mad at the things I tell him. Like, he would tell me that I wasn't supposed to like that stuff, that I was being a girl or being a faggot.
Wow.
But I wasn't. I was just being me. And then when I told him about a guy at school that well, he just lost it. He just lost it. And I'm supposed to be able to think about the good stuff about my dad. And it's freaking not fair that I can't think about us playing with a football in the park or him teaching me to ride a bike. And it's really not fair how the last thing I remember about my dad is him just punching me over and over and over until I stop remembering him. And
Luke approaches him. He wants to hug him so bad, but he doesn't want it to be awkward. He gives him a mini one.
Sorry. I don't know why
Jace pulls him back in and hugs him harder. A real hug.
anyway, I just keep looking for good memories with him, and all I can think of is that, which just yeah.
Jace, I'm so sorry.
Thanks.
My whole life, I've imagined what it would be like to beat my dad. The normal things, like, what does he look like? What does his voice sound like? Is he nice? Is he cool? Is he lame? But after hearing that, and I don't know if this isn't cool to say, but I'm a little bit nervous now.
What do you mean?
It's really stupid, I know. I mean, it's not like I know if or when I'm ever going to meet him. But I'm just a little nervous that he'll be like that to me.
You shouldn't worry about that.
I don't know. I kind of feel like you and I are kind of alike. And if your dad did that to you,
I don't want to think about.
yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry.
I'm sure your dad will like you. For you, you're really great.
I think you're really great too. Barfy.
Oh.
You are really great though. Finally, something good about this place. You know, I really wasn't sure what to think when I got here. It's honestly all a blur. Like, I can barely remember anything between punching Vinny and here. But I get it now. Sometimes when you aren't sure of things, it all turns out fine. Like today. I'm really glad I met you.
I'm glad too.
Luke goes for it and kisses Jace. Then
Oh God, what am I doing? Sorry, what am I doing? I gotta go check on, oh my God, sorry.
he gets up and runs to the door.
Luke, stop.
Sorry, I
No,
don't,
not that. It's okay. I'm glad you can't leave. I mean, you're not able to leave.
what? No. What are you saying? I'm sorry. I made this super weird. I have to,
Can't leave.
Luke turns to the door, but it's gone now.
what? going on?
I'm so sorry, Luke.
Sorry for what? Jace?
I don't even know how to say this. Okay, this isn't what you think it is, and my name isn't Jace.
What?
You're not actually here. You're coming out of this.
Coming out of. Stop it!
Luke,
Stop this!
stop.
I gotta get out of here.
You can't go anywhere.
You don't know anything.
Luke, I'm trying to tell you the truth here. I know you're scared. I get it, but you'll come out of this soon.
Come out of what?
This place, this coma. You'll come out of it. I won't. I'm on my way out.
On your way out? Jace!
My name isn't Jace. I don't know how this happened. Maybe one of their punches was a little too hard. Maybe they knocked me out and then finished the job. I don't know.
What are you talking about? What the hell is this?
You hit me. I hit you back. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I bashed your skull into the corner of the lockers again and again.
Jace!
Well, you stopped.
Jace!
But Mac and TJ, they were right there. They were right there and they saw me do it and they threw me to the ground and started beating the shit out of me, punching and kicking until I...
No, Jace!
That's not my name. It's...
No! But no, this isn't right. I don't recognize you.
I know. I had to change myself. I had to. I wanted to see you without you getting all... I don't know, but we're seeing each other for now. And only now because I'm on my way out.
But I don't...
And I want you to know it's okay, what you did. It wasn't just you, it was everyone and everything. Not just you. But it's okay. Well, I'll be okay for you.
Why did you...
Don't ask me how I know this. I don't know. I just do. I know that your life is going to be really hard. Even harder than mine was. You're not going to understand why you feel the things you feel.
I did this.
And the people around you won't understand it either. You'll meet people like my dad and people like you. You have to know that things will get better for you. It will get better if you want it to. You'll make it way further than I ever did. But you have to make it right. Take what happened to me and make it right. I wanted to know how you felt, and now that I do, I know that you can make it right.
I don't want to lose you.
I know.
I don't know what's happening. I can't be...
Try to stay calm, take a breath, and don't be scared, but I have to go. You'll be here for a while, and then you'll wake up, and you'll...
But just like that, he's gone.
Vinny!
Lucas, you're okay. You're in a hospital. You're fine. Can you feel this? Sharp stabs of light, then all the lights come on, harsh and disorienting. Blackout, end of play.
Yes. Oh, you wanted to be gutted today. He said, "I'm gonna gut you today, darling."
Love you guys. Oh, you all are amazing.
Great cast. Very interesting play. Just a one act?
Yeah, just a little.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see about that. Great job. Great job. Next up to the stage, please welcome David Cece. Hey, how are you?
Good. Nice reverb.
Thank you. I just realized that I didn't just realize, but like we have a new president, and I don't know why. I just got a weird spark of joy all of a sudden from that. And what are you bringing with us today?
So this is. I realized that at a couple of volumes in the fall of 2019, I had a chance to have the last two chunks of this play read out loud. And this is the first. This is the introductory two scenes. It's the period piece romantic drama, takes place in southern Italy, and so this, yeah. So I realized it's been a year plus, and I really need to pick it up again and keep going with it. So.
Well, I mean, you can't travel to Italy, so at least you can do it in your mind as you read through your play. I miss traveling so much. Well, introduce your cast and tell and take it away.
Sure. Is everybody okay? Well, yes, everybody come on stage, right? So, yeah, we've got three characters that appear in these two scenes. David Sittler plays Don Francesco. Luis Quintero plays Giovanni, and Caitlin Belforti plays Angelica, or reads those parts. And then our stage directions are being read by Alessandra. And yes, I guess that's where we're at. So I'll get out of the way.
An excerpt from The Fountain, a new play written by David Ceci. Scene 1, summer of 1910, early Saturday morning. The well-appointed dining room of a large estate in southern Italy. A well-dressed Don Francesco is seated at the head of a large dining room table, looking through the mail. Coffee has been set out at 2 places. His son Giovanni, also well-dressed, enters and sits on his side, 2 seats away from Don Francesco, who is opening a letter.
Have my sisters presented themselves this morning?
You may have been gone this past year, Giovanni, but your sister's habit of staying up late and sleeping even later remains. They are trying my patience, but I will leave it to their future husbands to rein them in. Fortunately for this family, they do not have to work to put food on the table.
But unfortunate for their husbands, no?
As I said, they will be reined in soon enough.
A moderately dressed Bianca enters from the kitchen, eyes down. She serves coffee to Giovanni, then exits to the kitchen.
What are you reading, if I may ask?
You may. It is a letter from your brother, who remains in Roma conducting business for the factory. I was right to call you back from Palermo.
I learned a great many things at my uncle's estate, but I am happy to be home again.
It is only until your brother returns. Then you will go back to Palermo to be with your uncle and your cousin.
What news from Giuseppe?
He says he must postpone his return from Roma again. This is his second delay. He better not be involved with some girl. Did you know of this?
No, Father.
No, I do not suppose you did. All the same, this means that you will have to manage all of his responsibilities in addition to your own.
And I am eager to work.
Tomorrow morning, I may have something for you to deliver in the village.
On Sunday? What about Mass?
Did you learn to question your elders in Palermo?
No, Father, I merely thought that...
You attend Mass on your own time. Today, tomorrow, it makes no difference to me. This task I have for you, now that makes a difference. And you will do it when I need it. Done. Do you understand?
Yes, Father.
Bianca enters, eyes down, and places 2 plates of breakfast onto the table. Don Francesco takes a bite from the piece of fruit and immediately spits it out.
This fruit has turned. It is not fit for dogs. Take this back and have your sister make me a different plate.
Yes, signore.
I took her into my house as a personal favor to your mother, a woman who worked diligently for my family for many years. And I did the same for you. But my favor is not something to be trifled with, my girl.
Yes, signore.
And tell your sister that if the next plate is not to my satisfaction, I will dock her wages. Or perhaps she would prefer to spend a week working in the factory.
Yes, signore.
On second thought, you tell her to come out here.
Will you not try mine, Father? It seems quite good.
Whether your unrefined palate is content with your food has nothing to do with my palate or my food. Do you understand?
Yes, Father.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get your sister out here. Do you expect me to get her myself?
Yes, signore. No, signore. Bianca hurries out through the kitchen door. A moment later, Bianca returns, alone. I'm so sorry, signore, but the coachman asked me to tell you that Don Luigi has arrived and is waiting for you in the parlor. Don Francesco checks his pocket watch.
Already. I might have known. That old miser is always early, probably hoping for a free meal. Tell your sister that she needs to make 2 new plates. And if Don Luigi is equally unimpressed with her food, she can work in the factory for 2 weeks.
Yes, signore. Bianca exits.
I know you think me harsh, but if I do not educate these girls, who will do it? Not the church, not the village, and apparently not their mother. It is left to the people like us to shape the people like them. Only if we are disciplined in these efforts can our noble kingdom regain its place in the world.
Don Francesco rises from the table, checks his pocket watch again, and smooths his vest.
Now finish up and make your way to the factory. I want the foreman's weekly report before I conclude my business with Don Luigi.
Yes, Father.
Don Francesco exits, limping slightly. Giovanni dips a hard biscuit into his coffee, stuffs it into his mouth, grabs a piece of fruit, and exits quickly. Lights shift. End of scene. Scene 2. Early the next day, a quiet Sunday morning in the central piazza of a small village adjacent to Don Francesco's estate, Angelica, dressed in her nicest frock, is at the public fountain filling a chipped pitcher with water. A well-dressed Giovanni enters, walks to the fountain, and waits, unnoticed by Angelica.
Oh, my apologies, Signore. Please.
No, that's quite all right. Please, finish.
No, you should take a seat.
Signorina, I insist.
Grazie.
Prego.
Angelica resumes filling the pitcher.
Is someone ill?
Why do you ask?
Someone must be ill. That is the only reason I can fathom as to why a young woman such as yourself would be filling a pitcher of water in a public fountain.
A woman such as myself?
One who is obviously from a good family.
I see. Well,
Wait. Do not tell me. Let me guess. You are helping your mother.
No.
Your father?
No.
Someone in your family.
My sister, yes.
Ah, I knew it. I am very good at guessing things.
Is that so? Well, I fear I am not as good at guessing things as you, Signore. So tell me, what brings you to the piazza this morning?
I had to deliver a very important package for my father, Don Francesco. Do you know of him?
I believe I have heard of him, yes.
That is to be expected. He is a very important man in this village.
Really?
Oh, yes. He owns a large factory that employs many people. He has been to Rome twice to arrange shipments of boots for the army. Boots are very important. An army cannot march without boots.
No, I suppose not.
You're not from around here, are you?
Actually,
No. Let me guess.
As you are so good at guessing.
Exactly. You are not from this village, but you are visiting somebody who lives here.
That is uncanny, but who am I visiting? Surely you must be able to guess that.
All right. I will play your game. Just give me a moment. No. Nah. You are related to Signore Di Fazio.
The notary? Am I that ill-mannered?
Signorina.
Why would you say such a thing? Is it my appearance?
Signorina, please lower your voice.
You think I look like someone who could be related to that oaf?
I meant no offense, Signorina. Please accept my apologies. In no way do you resemble Signore Di Fazio.
Then why would you guess that?
It is only because he recently mentioned that he had an attractive niece from Napoli who might be visiting him.
And you find me attractive?
That is a beautiful picture.
I fear it is chipped on one side.
That does not make it any less beautiful, Signorina. As a matter of fact, I find it quite charming and oddly familiar.
Perhaps you had a similar picture in your home.
Yes, that must be it.
And I must be going.
So soon? Perhaps we could speak a little longer?
Signore, really,
Just a few moments more, perhaps in the shade.
Just a few moments more. And I am very comfortable in the sun.
I was wondering, have we met before?
In a manner of speaking.
I knew it. Then you must remind me of the circumstance, although it is unlike me to forget a face as beautiful as yours.
Tread lightly, signore.
I only mean to say I would have remembered such a meeting.
If your memory has failed you, then I fear you are lost. For surely I will not be the one to remind you of such a forgettable circumstance. Besides, I really must be getting back. My sister will be wondering where I am.
Before you go, at least tell me your name.
I do not believe you have earned that, signore.
I see. Well, I too must return home, as my father will want to know about that package that was delivered. Perhaps our paths will cross again.
It is a small village.
And there is only one fountain. Ciao, signorina. Until next time.
Arrivederci, signore.
Angelica starts to walk away, carrying the heavy pitcher. Giovanni finds himself walking in the same direction, but a few paces behind her.
Are you following me?
No, this is the road to my father's house.
Is that so?
I would never lie to you, signorina. And that being the case, would you mind if I walked with you?
For as long as our paths are the same. Here, make yourself useful.
Angelica hands Giovanni the pitcher of water. It is heavy. They walk together.
Grazie, signorina. It is my pleasure to serve you. Now, tell me about your family.
How do you mean?
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
No brothers, 2 sisters.
Do they live with you?
My younger sister lives with me, but my older sister lives in America now, New York.
Why did she leave?
She was in love with a man who wanted to improve his prospects, so she left with him.
Really?
That surprises you.
It's not so much that I'm surprised, but more impressed. Her love for him must have been very strong.
It was, at least from what I could see, as was his love for her.
Naturally, but if he were from a well-positioned family such as your own, surely his future would have been secure.
You would not understand.
And why is that? Have I not displayed at least a modest amount of intelligence?
Perhaps you are intelligent in certain manners, but other things require more than intelligence to be understood. They require struggle, passion, perseverance, empathy. It would appear that those things elude you, signore.
Well, with that, I must respectfully disagree, signorina. I have experienced all of that and more.
Have you? Have you really?
Yes, of course.
Angelica stops walking and faces Giovanni.
I know you, signore. I know you and your charmed life.
And just who am I?
You are Giovanni, second son of Don Francesco, owner of the boot factory on the other side of the village. You also have 2 sisters, and you all live at the end of this road in a very large house with many servants.
Yes, that is true.
And most people do not live like you. Most people have to work hard every day from sunup to sundown just to survive. You speak of beauty and love, but you do not recognize anything good unless it happens on that cloud where you live. Well, signore, I do not live in the clouds. I live right here on the ground.
Angelica takes the pitcher from Giovanni.
I have to go.
But when may I see you again?
See me again. I am right there in front of you every day, and you look right through me. You look, but you do not see.
Wait. That picture, that was from my mother's dining room, but she had it thrown away, but it became chipped.
Now do you understand?
You work in the kitchen.
Buongiorno, Signore Capelli.
Wait.
Angelica quickly closes the space between them.
Why? For what purpose? We cannot change who we are, where we live. You have your life and I have mine. Thank you for carrying the picture and for the mildly amusing conversation. Now I really must get back inside.
Angelica turns and starts to walk away.
Angelica!
Angelica stops.
Please. I would very much like to see you again.
You can see me every day if you wish.
Not like that.
That is all it ever can be. Your father would allow nothing more.
I will be at the fountain again tomorrow morning.
You should not be.
And the morning after that. And the morning after that.
Signore, don't.
I will be at the fountain every day until you allow me to see you again. And by that, I mean to say, truly see you.
I make no promises.
I expect none. Until our paths are the same.
Until then.
Giovanni watches Angelica exit. Lights shift. End of scene.
End of the excerpt. Great. Awesome. That was wonderful. Fabuloso. He just be ignoring her for how long? How rude. Oh, but all of a sudden she out there in the wild and he wants to get it on. Am I right? Oh gosh, listen. Thank you, David. Thank you for your commitment, actors. The prop work, always on point with Luis. You can always count on some really strong prop work when Luis is involved. And those period pieces, David, you bless us. Thank you, sir. Keep working on this. Can't wait to see more of it. I know you said you brought the ending already, but I don't remember. So I guess I'll get to be surprised when I see it. So keep working on it. And let's have our next writer up on the block. It is one of my absolute favorites of all time. Her name is Kit Goldstein Grant. How are you, darling? How are you?
I'm good, David. Excited to be back today.
I'm excited. I miss you.
I know, give you a
I
hug,
want to hug
okay?
you.
That's our virtual hug. Yeah.
I know. Oh, I miss everybody. Oh, golly.
Yeah.
Well, what are you working on? What did you bring in for us?
So I brought in a play today called Saint Benedict and the Nuns. It's a short standalone play. And it's actually based on a true story, a true saint story that my husband heard about on this podcast called Apocryphals. And I thought I needed to turn that into a play. It's from the Golden Legend, a compendium of the lives of saints.
Wow.
Yeah.
My family is really big on saints. Like, we're Catholic and they name all the kids after saints and they're like, oh, it's the saint day. So I get it. I'm there with you. Are you Catholic?
So you might not like this play.
No, I think it'll be great.
We'll see.
We would go on vacations when we'd have to visit all the churches and all that. So it's okay. I'm there. You're speaking my culture. So
so yeah, I'd love to bring my actors.
Where's your cast? Got cast.
Is my
You're
cast
up. Where are you, darling?
Where are they? I'll give them a little introduction. I gotta switch to my gallery view here so I can see them. All right, so let me give them a quick introduction here. So we have Sister Edna, played by Jackie Marushak.
Yes,
and
costumes.
Yes, I know. It makes my day. And Sister Edith, played by Rebecca Hoodwin. And Mother Superior, Catherine Overfelt. And Father Benedict is Perrin Pametto. And we have stage directions being read by Evan Edwards.
The fabulous Evan Edwards.
The fabulous Evan Edwards. How can I leave that out?
All of you all are fabulous, and I can't wait to see what you've come up with.
All right,
Take it away.
Actors. Thank you.
Saint Benedict and the Nuns by Kit Goldstein Grant. Scene 1. A convent church. Sister Edna is sitting on a bench. Sister Edith enters.
Oi, Sister Edna, you should hear what happened this morning. I went to get up from bed, but my back is so stiff. And I said, oh, Sister Mary, can you help me? So Sister Mary, what did she say? Nothing. Because what a chatterbox she isn't. So there I am in bed, my back all sore, and Sister Mary not lifting a finger, and I tried to get up myself. And what do you think? Over I fall, loosened my back right up, so now my back feels better. Oi. But you should see the bruise on my elbow.
I should want to see such a thing. Oh, did you hear? Father Benedict is coming today.
Coming to consecrate the new cell tower.
Cell tower? He's coming to consecrate the new bell tower.
Are you sure? I think Mother Superior said cell tower.
What on earth is a cell tower? This is the 6th century.
A tower of cells, like the cells we sleep in, of course. What should I be meaning here in the 6th century?
The new bell tower we've been building for over a year, and she just completed, stands empty, waiting to be consecrated, and she says cell tower. Sister Edith, you're Meshuggah.
Well, we'll just ask Mother Superior.
Mother Superior enters.
Mother Superior!
Superior?
But Mother Superior.
Mother Superior, we just wanted to ask.
Chatty she isn't.
Chatty she isn't.
Sister Edna, Sister Edith, may I remind you that ours is a contemplative order?
Of course, Mother Superior, but it's just a little thing we were hoping you could clear up. Now, you see, Sister Edith thought that Father Benedict was coming today to consecrate the new cell tower, but as I pointed out to her, there is no new cell tower, there's a new bell tower.
So then I was explaining what a cell tower is, but Edna was sure I was wrong. So then I just said, we'll just ask Mother Superior, is what I said. And then out you came.
Enough! Sister Edna, Sister Edith, I have warned you before. We do not speak in this order except as absolutely necessary. Was this conversation absolutely necessary?
Well, it was more necessary than the one about her elbow.
And Sister Mary just stood there as I fell out of the bed. Can you believe it? Helpful she's not. And now my elbow is bruised from here to up in here.
Silence! No more of this chatter. You have been warned before. If you continue on in this manner, then when Father Benedict comes this afternoon, I will ask him to take drastic action.
Oh, Father Benedict is such a nice young man.
And the doctor.
He's an abbot.
I thought he was a doctor.
Ugh, there you go again, Sister Edith. Why do you think we call him Father?
I thought he was a doctor before he entered the monastery. All I'm saying is, if I had a daughter and she met a nice young man like Father Benedict.
Enough! If you do not cease this interminable chatter, then when Father Benedict comes, I shall ask him to excommunicate you.
Well, in a good mood, she isn't.
I should say so. To excommunicate us?
Did she say excommunicate? I thought she said extracurricular.
She said excommunicate.
Well. So are we excommunicated now?
I don't think so. I feel the same as I did.
Well, not much to do about it if we're excommunicated. No point in staying here on earth doing good work, singing the Lord's praises.
True. I'm not sure we're excommunicated. I think she said she'd ask Father Benedict to excommunicate us later.
I'm pretty sure we're excommunicated. My elbow, does it hurt just like I'm out of God's graces.
I guess there isn't much to live for if we're excommunicated.
I guess not. We could still eat a nice corned beef sandwich.
But it wouldn't taste the same.
True enough. And this elbow does hurt.
Shall we succumb to a pre-existing illness and get it over with?
I guess we might as well. Father Benedict will be here this afternoon and could say a nice prayer at the funeral.
Such a nice young man. If I had a daughter.
Already taken by my hypothetical daughter.
Well, shall we lie down here and take a permanent nap? It would be a good spot to be buried. Very convenient for the pallbearers.
Sister Edna, you think of everything. So considerate you are. Not like that, Sister Mary.
They lie down behind the altar and die. The Mother Superior enters, followed by Father Benedict.
Thank you so much for coming, Father Benedict.
Of course. You don't get canonized for consecrating a bell tower, but must be done.
I'm afraid I had to use your name in anger earlier today. Sisters Edith and Edna would not cease their chatter, and so I threatened them with excommunication.
Mother Superior?
But no doubt, they shall be quieter from now on.
No doubt they shall be. They appear dead.
Dead?
Dead. This is most unexpected. She'll have to be buried at once. I shall read a funeral mass.
I'll gather the sisters and prepare the graves.
Benedict pulls out some pages of notes and starts practicing the funeral mass, flipping through different sections.
I am the resurrection and the life, etc., etc. Whosoever live and believe in me shall never die, etc., etc. Rest eternal grant unto them, O Lord. Let the light perpetual shine upon them, brothers and sisters. Let us acknowledge our sins, etc., etc. Let anyone who is not in communion go outside.
The ghosts of Edna and Edith sit up.
Did he just ask us to leave the church?
I thought he said to go outside.
Goutside? What should goutside mean?
Maybe he wants we should get the gout?
No, I am pretty sure he said outside and asked us to leave the church because we're excommunicated.
Leave our own funeral? I never heard of such a thing.
Well, it's best we leave. I don't want to stay where I'm not wanted.
Maybe we could go get a corned beef sandwich or a nice bagel.
We're dead, Sister Edith.
And excommunicated.
They exit, still talking. Mother Superior enters.
Are you quite well, Father Benedict?
I think I just saw a ghost. 2 ghosts.
No.
Sister Edna and Sister Edith. They got up and left when I said, let anyone who is not in communion go outside.
The fools, do they think they are excommunicated?
So it would seem.
I only threatened. I did not actually. Ugh. We cannot have them arising and exiting every time we take communion. It would be a distraction.
I concur. I found it very distracting.
Recommunicate them.
But they've not been excommunicated.
Well, Sister Edith never did listen well. What does it matter if they are not excommunicated? If they think they are and cause a disturbance. Recommunicate them, Father Benedict, to put their souls at ease would be an act befitting a saint.
Saint? Well, I don't know about a saint, but really think they'd make me a saint?
You never know. If you recommunicate Edith and Edna, I'll put a good word in for you.
Okay, they don't teach recommunication in Abbott School, but guess I'll give it a shot. Sister Edith! Sister Edna!
The ghost Edith and Edna enter. Edith is eating a corned beef sandwich.
Is communion over?
We were getting a sandwich.
Corned beef.
I wasn't hungry. I'll pick up something later.
Sisters, I recommunicate you.
I told you we were excommunicated.
No, I think I told you we were excommunicated.
In any case, we're recommunicated now, and by that nice young doctor.
Abbott.
I thought he was a doctor before he became an abbot.
They lie back down behind the altar, still talking.
Oh, thanks be to heavens. Finally, a little peace around here.
I should be made a saint.
You certainly should. Jesus Christ. What a day. We'll get them buried and finally return to being a true contemplative order.
Edna's ghost voice rises from behind the altar.
Did you get horseradish on your sandwich?
A little bit. Would you like a bite?
Oh, that's a good sandwich. Oh, I wish I'd got one.
We could always run out for another. I was hoping for a little bagel with a smear of cream cheese.
Oh, you know who could really use a sandwich? Sister Mary. She's all skin and bones.
I keep telling her, sit, eat, eat. But what does she say? Nothing. Chatty she isn't.
Oh, excommunicate them again. We'll bury the bodies at sea.
The end.
Oh, yes. I love it. 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 Hilarious. I want to see if this is my message to everyone tonight. I want to see a full length farce. Hilarious. I love the characters. I love it. Can't wait to see it. Not a musical, right?
Not a musical this time.
That's okay. That's okay. She hasn't been writing musicals lately either. To herself. Thanks, y'all, guys. It's intermission dance break, and I'd like to invite everyone to come in and celebrate 25 years of Rent. Today is the 25th anniversary of the very first performance of Rent. So we are dedicating tonight's festivities to Jonathan Larson and Rent and his message. So let's dance. If you know the words, sing along.
Community to going against the grain, going insane, going mad. To love intention, no pension, to more than one dimension, to starving for attention, hating convention, hating potential, not to mention, of course, hating zero and die. To riding your bike midday past the 3 suits, to fruits, to no absolutes, to absolute, to choice, to the village voice, to any passing fad, to being an us for once instead of a them. La vida
Where was the voices? Yes.
For seaweed salad, 3 soy burger, dinner, 2 tofu duck platter, and 1 pasta with me.
Mike, talk to me.
Sorry about that. This is the movie version.
The movie version. Bless you, Christopher Columbus. We do not forgive you. We do not forgive you.
Never forget.
I like never forget.
Give it up for everybody. Give it up. Give it up.
Woo-hoo. Mike, what's going on over there on YouTube?
Give it up. We have the image. We have Robin is out there. David Michael Kirby. Jordan is out there. Taylor and Jasmine are talking up. John Wynn is out there. Hey,
Taylor Swift is out there.
Yeah, of course.
Just saying, hey, everybody is loving everything. They were dancing away on YouTube. I could see it from here. I couldn't see anything from here. Give it up for all of our first actors and writers tonight. Woo-hoo. Just a couple of little announcements for some upcoming events. For those of you that need an hour of time in your week just to get something done, we have 2 things that we do, which is called play dates. Play dates are I'm realizing I'm in the dark. No wonder I was lost.
I see you.
There I am.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. So we have play dates every Tuesday at noon and Thursday at 7 p.m. We have a 1-hour accountability time. You can use it to write, do your shopping list, do your laundry, whatever you need accountability for. Get rid of that pack of papers behind you. Right, Denise? Woohoo! So you can join us. Those are Tuesday and Thursday, 12 noon and 7 p.m. Other things that you can sign up for, which are coming up, we have our next fundraiser, FUN_D Razor fundraiser, which is our Drop and Give Me 10 number 13. A Drop and Give Me 10 is our anti 10-minute play festival, where writers get to write the first 10 minutes of a new play with the amazing PGE acting pool. So anybody can sign up for it. Usually the first 10 writers just fill out the form and get picked. And then they write the first 10 minutes with 5 prompts that will be sent to them 10 days before it is, and we will be doing this on the lovely day of February 14th. So we're calling this theme, since it's number 13, Unlucky in Love. So feel free, you can go to our website, thepge.com, and click on our events calendar, and you can click on the event for that. Other things to note is I'm really happy that you guys are here tonight, because we're going to start right into our next act of work. So actors, wait, oh, by the way, let's unmute yourselves and just scream really loudly for first act actors and writers. Yay! Yay! And now we'll
Mike, before you do that, isn't required reading coming up? Do you have any spots left for required reading?
We are actually we have a waiting list for required reading coming up.
Ooh, that's exciting.
So at that point, so if you want to sign up for required reading and you may not get a spot, you can fill out the form and check out. Again, go to our events calendar on the Playground Experiment, thepg.com or theplaygroundexperiment.com. Both go to there.
I have a feeling if you're on the waiting list, you'll get in. So you should apply. If you want to come, you should definitely sign up for that, and we'll see, because we've had people not show up before. So
Let's have it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So actors disappear, and let's leave David with Daniel.
Hey, Daniel, how are you?
Good. How are you doing, David?
You know, I'm alive, and that's all that matters. And and we're ready to get out there and try to make some change in the world, right? Guys, Corona's still out there. Please wear your masks. Please wear your masks. People are dying left and right. My barber's son just died.
Oh,
terrible. I know. I feel so bad for her. So wear your masks. Daniel, what are you doing?
All right, everybody, let's step inside our time machine. We're going to go back to April 9th, 1948 in Colombia, more specifically Bogota. So what was happening around that time? It was heightened tensions politically. I don't think any of us can really relate between the Conservative Party and the Liberal Party. On the liberal side, there's this guy named Jorge Eliezer Gaitan, and he's basically not really the Bernie Sanders of Bogota, but like kinda. He was expected to be like the most socialist-leaning president in Colombia in the 1950 election. However, on April 9th, he was assassinated by one Juan Roa Sierra. And so this play, it's called La Violencia, which documents what happens that day and what I imagine may have happened that day in the afterlife. So this scene that we're about to see takes place in a sort of purgatory that's happening in Colombia as the riots are happening. Because after Gaitan was assassinated, the city of Bogota went up in flames. Everybody was rioting. Everybody was looking to the conservative president for answers, trying to figure out what happened. And they started looting shops. The military was called in, started shooting, killing a lot of people. It was a big day in Colombian history, and that day sparked a 10-year period known as La Violencia, which was a war between the liberals and conservative parties, mostly fought in the rural country of Colombia, because as we know, political decisions tend to impact those who have the least say in politics. Anyways, so this scene happens a little bit after the riots are taking place. It happens between Gaitan, the would-be president, and Juan Roa Sierra, the assassin. And so my actors are Juan Mauricio and Daniel Colon, and they'll be reading tonight. And that's about what I have to say.
And who's reading your stage directions?
Evan will be reading stage directions for us.
Oh, fabulous. The fabulous Evan Edwards.
You want to know me.
Awesome. Well, we saw that came really close to happening here, and we're so glad that it maybe didn't. So take it away.
La Violencia by Daniel Bolea. Downtown Bogota, La Calle Real, 2 p.m. Flurries of people are running around on the street. Rioters break open shop windows and loot. People are setting fire to trash cans, trams, and buildings. Glass, rubble, and debris litter the streets. Bogota looks like a war zone. Juan Roa lies on the ground, passed out. Gaitan walks into the scene and looks fondly on the destruction, almost as if admiring a painter's creation. He notices Juan Roa on the ground. He nudges the man with his foot.
Time to wake up.
Juan Roa is startled awake. He stares blankly at the sky.
So quiet.
Do you hear the sound of La Calle? There's a symphony of screams down the street. Shouts of Gaitanistas echoing the smoky air. Glasses shattering all around us. Check your ears, kid. It's not a quiet day in Bogota.
That's not what I mean.
Juan Roa notices Gaitan. He gets up.
Wait. Who are you?
I should be asking you. Who are you, chico?
Me llamo Juan Roa Sierra.
Who?
Juan Roa Sierra.
Okay, Juan Roa Sierra. Who do you work for?
No one, senor.
Don't play coy with me. Who do you work for?
I don't understand what you're asking.
You speak Spanish, senor? I asked, who do you work for?
I'm unemployed.
Santa Maria. I see we're going to have to make this difficult for ourselves, huh?
Gaitan starts slapping the shit out of Juan Roa.
Who hired you to kill me?
Stop hitting me, senor. You're hurting me.
Gaitan begins strangling Juan Roa.
Oh, I'm hurting you, hijo de puta. Tú me mataste. You killed me. You shot me and you pricked. This happened an hour ago, and we are both fucking dead, pinche pendejo.
With one final squeeze to the neck, Juan Roa falls limp. Gaitan releases him and paces. It is silent for a moment. Suddenly, Juan Roa gasps for air.
Where am I? What's happening?
You trapped me here with a simpleton.
Who are you?
Oh, that's just offensive. I'm the man of El Pueblo. Everyone in Colombia knows who I am.
Are you? You're... No, you can't be. Are you Gaitan?
The one and only.
My mother's voting for you. Well, an espiritu. Obviously, women can't vote.
No one is voting for me, Monroe.
Don't be absurd, senor. You're going to be the next president. Have faith.
I'm dead, Roa Sierra.
Dead?
Yes.
But we're talking right now.
Yes, we are.
But if we're talking, that means...
You're so close.
No.
I'm afraid so.
That can't be.
I couldn't believe it either. But there I was, in La Clínica Central, standing over my dead body.
Well, there you go. There's no body here.
We don't have time to process your grief. Let's move on to now, shall we?
Senor Gaitan, what is happening? I'm scared.
What's happening is you shot me dead. You killed me.
No.
4 times, in fact. 3 in the chest, 1 in the head.
Gaitan figures a hole in the side of his head. It goes much further in than anyone is comfortable with. He pries out a bullet and flicks it at Juan Roa.
Ay, Virgen el Carmen. Voy a vomitar.
Juan, por favor. Okay, don't throw up. I'm not good with it.
Juan Roa vomits blood. Gaitan turns his head, trying not to sympathy vomit. Juan Roa screams.
That can't be.
Are you done?
I'm dead?
Yes, we've established this already. Can we move on? We have places to go.
This doesn't make sense. How can I be both alive and dead?
Okay, don't make me hold your hand through this. I may be liberal, but even I have reservations of sharing intimacies with another man, even in death.
Are we in hell?
Does it look like hell?
It looks like La Calle Real. We're home in Bogota, but everything is on fire. So hell is Bogota, but on fire?
Well, maybe when you put it that way, maybe. But you can feel it, no? This is the exact same earth our feet have stood on our whole lives. This is the same sky we share into every day. These people rioting, these are our people.
So we're ghosts.
Bienvenidos. You're only 5 minutes behind a man who has had his brains blown out. Do try to keep up.
But why are our spirits here?
You assassinated me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I would never think.
I watched you shoot me 3 times in a row. And when I turned around and tried to run away, you shot me a 4th time. Boom, right in the head.
But I don't even know how to use a gun. I've never even touched one.
You're dead. Dust and ashes. Enough with the lying.
I'm not lying. Guns scare me. And besides, no one in my family would ever think to give me a gun.
Why is that?
They think I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What?
But you seem...
I seem...
fine.
Fine. What is fine supposed to mean?
Well, you know, you don't seem crazy. I'm a lawyer. I would know. Everyone tries that insanity plea, in fact. I would argue you're perfectly lucid.
This is the most clarity I've had in years. Usually I'm so spaced out, but I can actually hear myself think. No voice is screaming at me.
But you regularly hear voices?
Many voices.
In tu cabeza?
Every day.
Is that why you said it was quiet earlier? These voices, perhaps they are the key to why we're both here.
I don't think so.
Okay, no time to be modest. What do they say?
Nothing.
Juan Ra.
I really don't want to invite them back into my head.
Dime, hombre.
Okay. The voices, they say I'm destined for great things.
Such as?
They wouldn't say.
Well, in that case.
The only thing they said with certainty.
Unexpectedly, a cosmic force sweeps the two men. Wind blows. Juan Roa glows fantastically. Unseen voices echo Juan Roa's dialogue.
You, Juan Roa Sierra, the reincarnation of Gonzalo Jimena de Quesada, are destined for great things. You, Juan Roa Sierra, the reincarnation of Francisco Jose de Paula Santander, will lead this great nation into the future. You, Juan Roa Sierra, will build upon the history ripping through your veins. Your birthright will set Colombia on course. Set upon your horse and birth our nation anew, a land divided not by politics, but by forces of good and evil. Your presence is in the present time, is history. Your actions will set us all free in La Violencia. Bring the great war to rest at home. Death will set the people free. Destruction will return us to the glory of conquest, war, the battle for the collective. Unify past, present, and future, and transcend us. You, Juan Roa Sierra, will strike down tyrants, save the children, and bring Colombia into the future.
Suddenly, the cosmic force dissipates. Juan Roa stops glowing. He stares down at his hands, bewildered. Gaitan stares in amazed horror.
What are you, Senor Juan Roa Sierra?
End of excerpt.
Spooky. Lots of ghosts tonight. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Daniel, that was great. Actors, that was fabulous. Where did all the actors go? Where'd you guys pop out to? Did I scare you away? Oh, fabuloso. Great work. You guys are amazing, obviously, and this work is really interesting. Daniel, wherever you are out there, maybe your ghost disappeared, but keep working on this. I want to see more of this. I want to see where this goes. This was not the direction when you brought the first few pages. This is not the direction I thought it was going to end up going. So this is really cool. So keep working on it, and I'd love to see where it goes next. Bravo, bravo. Next, I'd love to bring on one of my favorite people in the whole world. Erin, how are you?
You're one of my favorite people in the whole world.
I feel the love. Those are my hands trying to hug you from beyond.
And maybe they're my hands coming through too.
Fabuloso. Where is your cast? What are you bringing for us today?
So I'm bringing a play. Yay! So yeah, Shakespeare wrote a lot of plays, and I was like, you know what play needs to be done again? Hamlet, because there's not enough Hamlet in the world. So no.
Yeah.
This is my version, focusing on Gertrude. So this is kind of again like afterlife. So Gertrude is in a sort of purgatory where she is having to repeat the play Hamlet over and over and over again, and just acting out her parts.
That is so cool. So it's not structurally like Hamlet at all.
No, there are the Hamlet scenes in there, but only the parts that Gertrude is in.
Okay.
So
this is super cool.
So yeah, so craziness. So this is the time where that structure kind of breaks down and different stuff happens. Yay. So we have the amazing and glorious, and I love her so hard, Kirsten as Gertrude. The beautiful, beautiful, talented writer, actress, everything. Gabby as our stage directions.
Love Gabby.
And people who know me know that the stage directions is a character in the show.
I have all the lines.
She has all
awesome.
she talks more than Hamlet. And speaking of Hamlet, playing not only Hamlet, but also Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Wow.
The fabulous Andy Lee.
I love Andy also.
Yes. And I've just met him, but I already love him and think he's amazing. We have Spencer as Claudius, and he is so fabulous. So I turn it over. So so what has happened before? Gertrude has started kind of reliving Hamlet, and she's kind of started seeing stuff breaking down, and stuff will be made clear by the rest of these beautiful folks. So.
Oh, I love all this ghosts. That's the theme of the night is ghosts. And we're all going to be haunted, tonight. And I'm living for it. I hope a sexy ghost comes to visit me tonight. All right, take it away.
All right. Gertrude, a full-length play by Erin Mohan.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz, and I beseech you instantly to visit my too much changed son. Go, some of you, and bring these gentlemen where Hamlet is.
Heavens make our presence and our practices pleasant and helpful to him.
Aye, amen.
Claudius and Hamlet shake hands twice, and Hamlet exits. Polonius enters. Claudius and Polonius engage in their conversations. Act 2, Scene 2. It cannot be heard.
Aye, amen. Aye, amen. Heavens may make your presence and practices pleasant and helpful to him, but could they be helpful to me? Ugh, no more questions. No more questions. No more questions. That wasn't the end.
Claudius and Polonius shake hands. Polonius exits.
He tells me, my dear Gertrude, he hath found the head and source of all your son's distemper.
The chambermaids move Gertrude. Gertrude snaps into the scene.
I doubt it is no other but the main, his father's death and our hasty marriage.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
The chambermaids put their hands over her mouth.
Well, we shall sift him.
Re-enter Polonius with Voltimand and Cornelius. We hear nothing of what they say. The chambermaids pull Gertrude away from the scene. She struggles and breaks free.
Yes!
No one responds to her. Voltimand and Cornelius bow to Claudius and exit. Polonius starts to speak. We still cannot hear him. Gertrude runs up to him.
More matter with less art.
Polonius looks all apologies. He seems to be falling over himself. He continues to mouth his speech. He most likely looks like a carp or a catfish, though he shouldn't be dressed like either. He pulls out the letter from Hamlet and reads it. Gertrude grabs the letter. It is blank. She looks disappointed, but holds on to it. The chambermaids shove her back into the scene.
Came this from Hamlet to her?
Polonius pulls out another letter and mouths it as well.
But how hath she received his love?
Polonius gives Claudius a look. Claudius returns the look. Gertrude makes a truly ridiculous face in between the two of them. The chambermaids drag her back to her position. Polonius falls over himself again, mouthing his next speech. Gertrude examines the blank paper again. She is clearly not listening.
Do you think 'tis true?
The chambermaids bump Gertrude. She snaps back into the scene.
It may be, very likely.
She goes back to the paper while Claudius and Polonius interact. They pause and stare at Gertrude. The chambermaids bump Gertrude. She stumbles back into the scene.
So he does indeed.
Polonius speaks. We still can't hear him. Poor Polonius. Almost.
We will try it.
But look, where sadly the poor wretch comes reading.
Polonius shoos them both away. Claudius gives him a "who are you shooing away" look. Polonius literally falls all over himself. Claudius exits one way. Polonius waves and goes off in the opposite direction. Gertrude is alone with the blank paper and the chambermaids. She removes the new dress and headpiece and throws them down. The chambermaids whisk them away.
The poor wretch. She has no idea. She's here.
The chambermaids come with a new costume, dressing Gertrude and otherwise ignoring her.
She's here.
They continue to ignore her.
Say something.
They continue to ignore her.
Say something.
One pulls her dress tighter.
Oh, ow! You're not allowed to hurt me.
They finish dressing her and stare at her like, yeah, we are. We do what we want.
Do you know who I am?
Both chambermaids smirk.
I know you're not allowed to smirk.
They smirk again.
This is getting ridiculous. I'm leaving.
They smirk again.
You!
Gertrude tries to leave, but is stopped by Claudius re-entering with Polonius, Ophelia, who is dressed like a chambermaid, and the actor playing Hamlet with his Rosencrantz and Guildenstern outfits again. They basically bulldoze Gertrude back to the center of the stage. Gertrude tries to go off the other side, but the chambermaids are there.
And can you, by no drift of circumstance, get from him why he puts on this confusion?
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof, when we would bring him onto some confession of his true state.
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman,
but with much forcing his disposition.
Did you assay him to any pastime? And this is where you talk about the players and how we're going to have a play tonight.
Madam, it so fell out that certain players...
He keeps talking, mouthing the words to the others at the party, not really talking to Gertrude anymore. Gertrude just laughs.
Called it! And you, my lord, are going to say how excited you are to watch these revelries. No, wait. Polonius first, because you can't let someone else say anything.
Polonius mouths an affirmation. All else nod. Gertrude smirks. The chambermaids give her a look.
You don't own smirking.
Chambermaids show her back into the scene.
With all my heart, and it doth much content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge and drive his purpose on to these delights.
We shall, my lord.
Hamlet exits as Rosencrantz. Then Hamlet exits as Guildenstern. Yes, this is weird and impossible, but impossible things happen all the time. Like right now. Gertrude waves both of them off.
Sweet Gertrude.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us too.
I have never wanted anything more.
She tries to leave. The chambermaids stop her. No one else notices. She reluctantly goes back to Claudius. Listening to him is visibly painful. She says some of his lines with him.
For we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he, as 'twere by accident, may here affront
Ophelia.
Her father and myself, lawful espials,
lawful,
will so bestow ourselves that, seeing unseen, we may of their encounter frankly judge, and gather by him as he is behaved, be the affliction of his love or no, that thus he suffers for. Thus you suffer for.
That's not what...
Claudius looks at her.
That's not what you say.
Polonius looks at her.
He didn't...
Ophelia looks at her.
You...
Gertrude starts to cry. The chambermaids shove her hard back into place.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope your virtues will bring him to his wonted way again, to both your honors.
Ophelia looks like she's about to say something, but she can't, as Polonius and Claudius whisk her away. She looks as trapped as Gertrude. Gertrude reaches out to her, but the chambermaids are violently ripping off her costume. When they are done, Ophelia and everyone else are gone. Gertrude is alone. She goes to the different sides of the stage. She goes upstage. She sees no exit. She faces straight out into the audience. Then there is a voice. It's Hamlet. It's muffled. We don't see them until noted.
Hamlet?
Tabara nuts taba.
Hamlet? I'm not supposed to see you again until... This didn't happen. This didn't happen!
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
Just come out here and talk to me. We never really...
To be or not to be?
That's not a question. You don't say it like a question.
Slings and arrows.
Have you ever seen a sling? Have you ever touched an arrow?
Dusty death.
Death is not dusty. Death is alive and pulsing and feeding. Death is endless.
Dusty death.
Stop. You know nothing of death.
Dusty death.
That isn't even your line. You never said that.
To die. To sleep.
If only I could.
To die. To sleep.
To die. To sleep.
To die.
To sleep. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, this is what comes.
The chambermaids return with yet another costume, though honestly, it could be the costume from the first time they put something on her. Feel free to rotate them. In fact, you probably should. It's all cyclical.
Nymph, in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered.
Are you my nymphs? Are you my remembered sins? Is that what this is? Ugh, I'm back to the questions again. Why is everything here a question? Question. The only action at the end. The only actions are the ends. The actions end. I'm rambling again. Oh, look, the players.
Gertrude points, waiting for the chambermaids to look. They continue on their task.
Nothing? Really? The players? Don't you have to make ready? No? This is all you do? If only my maids were so attentive in real life.
Chambermaids shoot her daggers. Figuratively. We're not at that part yet.
Okay, then. There are lines to cross.
The chambermaids huff off to the back in their places. They move a wall or a curtain or something, and a new stage is set for the play within a play. Everyone enters and sets themselves as an audience. Hamlet and Gertrude don't sit.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Ah, excellent, Faith. Of the chameleon's dish, I eat the air, promise crammed. You cannot feed capons so.
I have nothing with this answer, Hamlet. These words are not mine.
No, nor mine now.
Hamlet turns to Polonius. We cannot hear their conversation.
Words. That's all you are, isn't it? Is that it? All I am are words now?
The chambermaids smirk and grab Gertrude and put her in her spot.
Be the players ready? Aye, my lord, they stay upon your presence.
Come hither, my dear Hamlet, sit by me.
No, good mother. Here's metal more attractive.
Hamlet and Ophelia have their whole scene while Gertrude talks. Hamlet should be really into it and doing it as they would in Shakespeare's play. Ophelia looks as tortured as Gertrude does, but she plays her part.
One would hope you would not find your mother attractive. Are we going to watch the whole play or the part we watched? Because that seems like it would be too much. Or maybe not. Maybe it could be a break from...
The players come out and play the scene at warp speed. We may catch a word or two here or there, but it's absolutely insane. The performers, other than Gertrude, watch as if this is totally normal. Gertrude is freaked out.
What is happening? This is...
She stands and gestures to the insanity. Hamlet stands and joins her, but they are still in the scene.
Madam, how like you this play?
The lady protests too much, methinks.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
Words, again with words.
And the end. End of excerpt.
Yay! Awesome. Super cool. I picturing it. I can see it. I think it's going to be wild, and I can't wait. This is going to be great, and everyone's going to want to produce this. I I love your work, and I love just, I don't know, your creativity. So thank you for sharing this. Can't wait to see it live. Maybe we can see everything live in a theater one day. I'm going crazy. I'm literally going crazy. Thank you. We're almost to the end of our evening, but before we get there, we have one more to share with you, and it's going to be great. And I think we're all really gonna love it. Denise, are you ready? Is your cast ready? Are you on deck? Hey.
Yes, I think that we're ready. So I've been doing this sort of updated, crazy version of the Three Little Pigs, and that's what it is. I'm gonna let my cast members come on.
Is this for adults or is it for children?
It's for children, but for their parents to enjoy it too.
So family, yeah, family theater.
Yeah,
Great.
totally.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it's definitely like child friendly, but definitely written so that the adults are like gonna force their kids to come watch it.
I love that. Cool. Well, let us know who you have here and take it away.
Well, I'll just introduce everybody in the order they are on my screen. We've got Jasmine Spiess as Penny Pony, and we've got Daniela. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name. I think it's
either way is correct usually, right? Daniela?
Tom or Tome, either way, yeah.
Tom or Tome. Okay. And she is Wolf number 3 and Squealer. Then we have Matthew Menendez as narrator and Wolf 2. We have Claire Shield as Polly Pony. Peter Macklin is Oinker, the middle pig. And Wayne Miller is Grunter and Wolf 1.
Fabuloso. Great. Take it away. I can't wait to see this.
Yes. Okay.
When we last saw our pigs, Grunter and Oinker were forced to live together in Oinker's box. After wolves blew Grunter's straw house into pieces and stole his iPad, and then they broke Oinker's iPad by fighting over it. Meanwhile, their younger sibling Squealer had joined forces with Polly and Penny Pony to draw up plans for eco-friendly, sustainable, affordable housing. They decided they had better check on Grunter and Oinker. If you've been following their adventures, I'm sure you'll agree seems like a good idea. Let's join them. Oh, I see Grunter and Oinker approaching the cardboard box house. Oh no, those 3 wolves are creeping up behind them. Now they've circled them.
Give me that iPad.
Sure.
Oh, it's broken.
There's nothing in here.
Oh.
Someone stole my stuff when I was gone?
We can't leave witnesses.
Grab 'em. 2 roast pigs for dinner.
Just as Grunter and Oinker, there is a sudden commotion of flashing lights and sounds of lions roaring and giant birds screeching. Everybody freezes. What is that? It's like a half Tyrannosaurus Rex, half saber-toothed tiger. It wants us.
It's gonna eat us.
Drop the pigs. Run for your lives.
Wolf stew! Wolf stew!
Wolves run away screaming in terror. Gunter and Oinker are cowering in fear with their eyes covered. Squealer, Polly, and Penny enter. Squealer is calm. Penny and Polly are trying their best not to laugh.
You can open your eyes. They're gone.
Did you see that?
Don't worry, ladies. I'll protect you.
What's funny?
We made it.
We protected you.
What do you mean?
Well, when Mrs. Crabapple found out about my brick house idea, she decided to let us team up and work on special projects.
We've always been passionate about new solutions for sustainable and eco-friendly housing development.
And how to do it in an affordable way so everyone, no matter what their job is, can live in a clean, safe, energy efficient home.
So they decided to help me.
But we wanted an extra project.
So we learned how to make holograms.
Oh, we should get out of here in case those wolves come back. Hey, Grunter, let's see your new place.
Everyone at school talks about it all the time.
I can't wait to snapgram it.
Well, it's really not ready for company right now.
You made a mess that fast?
No, the wind knocked it down.
The wind? There wasn't even a storm.
Did they rob you before or after your house fell down?
After.
That would make it pretty easy for a robber. Did you see him?
I think it was the same wolves.
What exactly was the house made out of?
Straw.
Straw and what else?
Nothing but straw. I gotta go find the sheep that sold me that house.
You say it was a sheep?
Yeah.
Did it look like this?
That's him.
Looks like that sheep found you.
Twice.
What do you mean?
That sheep mask fell out of the head wolf's pocket when they ran away.
A sheep didn't sell you that house. It was a wolf in sheep's clothing.
But it was a real sale. He advertised on the internet and everything.
When something sounds too good to be true, it usually is.
Gee, guys, that's too bad. I guess I'll go home now. My grades went up so much since you moved out, and I started studying with Polly and Penny. So Mom gave me an extra hour of screen time.
Hey, we haven't even begun a day, and your grades went up. Mrs. Crabapple changed how she teaches science, and Polly and Penny learned how to make holograms.
You guys were holding us back.
I also learned how to make the light and sound waves collide to alter the fifth dimension.
Which is time.
Yeah, we're from the future.
The future?
Why aren't you guys old then?
Only 3 weeks into the future. Come on, Polly and Penny, let's get back home.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you just gonna leave us here?
Well, you think I'm just gonna bring you back home for nothing?
Haven't you learned anything?
If you want something, you gotta work for it.
Well, what do you want? Just tell us. We'll do anything.
Well, you've been kind of mean to me.
We'll stop.
I think he wants you to apologize.
Grunter and Oinker exchange worried looks, and then, with labored grunting and oinking sounds,
We're
sorry.
I accept your apology. And now, let's have some thanks for the ladies for saving your lives.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, brothers, let's go.
And Mama Pig was so pleased to have all 3 of her pigs safe at home. She helped Mrs. Crabapple throw a class party for them. When the wolves learned that the creature who scared them was a hologram made by 2 ponies in science class, they decided to give up their life of crime and return to school. And as the story of the 3 pigs spread through the village, everyone learned from their experiences, and nobody ever again thought that anyone was so big, strong, and grown up that they didn't need to listen to anyone, or that someone was dumb or weak just because of how they looked, or whether they were a boy or a girl, or that you can trust someone just because of the act they put on it. And they all lived happily ever after. End of excerpt.
Yes. Okay. I love that. I love that ending. That's a great ending. And what a way for us to end the night. That was fabuloso. Thank you so much. Applause, 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 applause. That was the end, right? That was such a sweet ending, and what a great way for us to start this new year. Thank you for joining us tonight. Before we end, first of all, I'd like to thank back all of the actors and writers, and let's give one more round of applause to the writers. Thank you so much for sharing your work tonight, being brave, this brand new things that you just birthed. It can be scary, so thank you for sharing them with us. And actors, thank you for giving us your time. We can't, as writers, do this without you. Literally, we can't do it without you. Sometimes we don't even understand our characters until you put breath into them, and then they come to life. So we really appreciate you, and that's what the Playground Experiment is all about. You will notice at the bottom of my screen, my Venmo, not my Venmo, the PGE's Venmo is there. The PGE, we do take donations, allows us to do all kinds of awesome programming. So if you have $1 to spare, like, just $1 or more if you have more, but even $1 adds up quick. So, just Venmo us $1 if you like, and it's tax deductible. So holler.
Everybody. And let's give a huge thank you to David Davila, our host.
Oh.
Hey.
Love you, David. Rock.
Great work, everybody. As we say at the end of every volume, volume 134 is officially closed. And that being said, after tonight, in about 10 minutes, the sign up for volume 135 will be live on our website. And the following writers will be presenting on February 8th. David Davila.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got to get to writing.
Fernando Vieira will be presenting. Helene Gaelic will be presenting for the first time. Orlando Rodriguez will be presenting. Peyton Edwards and Thomas Dieter. Those are going to be our writers. So again, actors, if you want to sign up, you can sign up officially in about 10 minutes for that on our website. Other than that, it is a pleasure having every single one of you. Again, unmute yourselves and give huge, loud, rousing applause and screaming for everyone.
Bravo!
I just have to say, last year was an insane, crazy type of year, but being here every second and fourth Monday with brilliant artists, got me personally through it, but got a lot of us through this time, and just to see your genius all the time is heartwarming and inspiring for me, and we hope you come back and play with us. The Playground Experiment, we always say, is a home for artists, and we know you don't have to be at home all the time, but whenever you need home, you could always come home to us. So please come back anytime you want, guys. Let's say goodbye to our YouTube family out there. Bye, YouTube family.
Bye.